Yo, what is good, fellas? Hope you boys are all having a fantastic college football Saturday. Today we're talking about the best free legends to pick up and add to your team. I understand it might not be your free legend weekend. It's not my free legend weekend, but don't worry. If it's not, you can just use this video as a top 10 legend champion video. Now, if you're wondering how you actually get the free legend, you gotta come in here, play through the solo challenges, unlock your tokens, and exchange these tokens over in sets. I believe if you haven't done any of these legend solos, you're able to claim 3 champions. So hey, take that for what you will, and get grinding through your solos. But like I said, I got my free legend 2 weekends ago. I know some people were this weekend. It's all over the place. You can buy tokens from the store, so updating this video every single weekend, it's gotta be the play. We don't include the limited times on the actual video, but we will talk about them at the end of the video, so stay tuned for that. Now I'm gonna stop yapping so we can talk about the top 10 best legend champions. Now when it comes to the actual legend promo, it's been super disappointing for me personally. I know a lot of you guys are feeling the same way. We're getting some cool names: Ray Lewis, Hines Ward, Larry Wilson, Leroy Butler, but the actual stats on these cards, they're just not great. So when going over this top 10 champions, if I seemed super negative on some of these cards, it's just because I'm disappointed in the legend promo. Kicking us off today though, at number 10, I got 90 overall Lance Briggs, a card I don't understand what EA thought they were doing when they were making this card. For starters, he's an outside linebacker. If you guys watch my videos, you know I do not like outside linebackers to begin with, and the way they just made this card stat-wise, it makes no sense. 90 speed, 90 excel, that could get you going, but then you take a look at the power rushing and the finesse move, 79 and 59. I'm like, what? He has 86 block shed, 90 tackling, he's 6'1", 244 pounds. And you're sitting here thinking, all right, maybe he could be a half decent user for me. No, he's got 66 catching, which to begin with is terrible, but then 55 man and 67 zone coverage. I really just don't understand what they thought they were doing by putting together this Lance Briggs card. Now I get it, like he's a run stopper, but you gotta have him be able to do something else. Yes, he can tackle, yes, he's pretty fast, but like, he's not getting off any blocks, he's not playing any coverage, can't catch the football. This card is just interesting. Now at number 9, we got Vince Wilfork. I don't hate this card as much as I hate Lance Briggs, but we just have better defensive tackles in the game. The defensive tackle position isn't the most valuable position to me. It is important to have 1 to 2 good defensive tackles, but this 90 overall Vince Wilfork is now a mid-tier top DT. Taking a look at this card's stats: terrible finesse move, okay power move, good block shed, 69 speed, but 91 strength. He is coming in at 6'2", 325 pounds. Now when it comes to the DT position, I need my DTs to be over 300 pounds. He does have that, but everything else on this card is like, what am I looking at? Like, I get it, Vince Wilfork is not known for his speed, but no real defensive tackle is known for their speed except like Jalen Carter. And we're seeing defensive tackles drop today after this card, before this card, that have 84 speed, 81 speed, 75 speed. They really did this card a disjustice by giving him that 69 speed and then that 55 finesse move. Like, that wouldn't really be an issue, but they gave him 84 power move, which isn't top tier at all. Number 9, Vince Wilfork. At number 8, we got Fred Taylor, who's actually my RB1 on my team. And I mean, I'll say it, this card is getting a little bit outdated. You can just feel it with the way he runs now compared to the way he ran 2 weeks ago. This card is getting chased down. He's not breaking as many tackles. Still a really solid halfback, definitely for 200K, a good value play. 90 speed, 90 break tackle, 89 change of direction is all solid stats right there. He also does get running back apprentice for 2 AP. In my offense, this is a necessity. I need Texas routes. I need wheel routes for my halfback, so that is why I haven't moved on from Fred Taylor. But he is not the same running back he used to be. I mean, it makes sense. He came out, what, 3-4 weeks ago? Fred Taylor, 8th best legend. At number 7, we have one of the brand new 91 overall legends, Aussie Newsome. This card blows. Reason he's coming in even on this list, it's not a terrible card, but for what he should have been, terrible. 90 speed, EA. You gave Cole Kmet 91 speed. You gave George Kittle 92 speed. You couldn't give your 91 overall legend, Aussie Newsome, 91 speed at the minimum. And then everything else on this card is like, okay, he's got 91 catching, good route running, iffy run blocking. But then you take a look at his height, 6'2", 232 pounds. Now, it's a high ball meta. I say this probably more than I say anything else during the course of the day because it is the truth. You want players that are taller. Aussie Newsome is coming in at an above average wide receiver height, and he doesn't even have top tier speed. You honestly should not be using this card. But comparing him to the rest of the legends we have, he is a top 10 legend champion, and I think this just speaks volume to how bad the legend promo has been this year. At number 6, we got a card I like this card. It's Dwight Frey, 89 speed, 91 excel, 92 finesse move, 86 block ship, but he does have 79 power move. Coming in at 6'1", it's a good card. We just have a lot of other edge rushers who are similar to Dwight Frey and honestly a little bit better. 89 speed and 91 excel, that is top tier on your defensive line. And if you need a defensive lineman, go get this card. He is very good. But like Von Miller from the Most Feared promo, obviously Micah Parsons, Will Anderson, we're seeing better and better right ends drop in the game, and Dwight Frey has got to slide down this video. If you guys have been watching the videos for a decent amount of time now, you probably can guess who I have coming in at number 5. Taking B&D offensive lineman, especially with the legend promo and the way it's shaping up, honestly, not a bad play at all. At number 5, I got right guard David DCastro. Now, this card is pretty solid. 6'5", 316 pounds, 90 strength, 90 pass blocking, 89 run blocking. Honestly, he's better than pretty solid. He's one of the best guards in the game. Taking a look at his legend boost, he offers up +1 break tackle, and he can also play left guard for your team. At number 4, though, I got Kevin Mawae, the center. But Kevin Mawae can also play left and right guard for your team. On top of that, he does have some pretty solid stats, 90 strength, 89 pass blocking, and 90 run blocking. David DeCastro is a little bit bigger, but Mawae will have a longer longevity on your team simply because he can play center and then both guard positions. On top of that, he does offer up +1 block shedding, which between that and break tackle, I think block shedding might be a little bit more important for your legends, especially if you're running a Vince Wilfork or a Dwight Frey. You definitely should go out there and pick up a Kevin Mawae. Moving on to the top 3. From the top 3 and up, we have 3 91 overall champions left to talk about. I got Amon Green coming in, 91 speed, 90 excel, 86 agility, 90 carry, 85 change of direction, great break tackle, and trucking. It's honestly a pretty solid running back. It's a good card, 91 speed, 90 excel, can pretty much do everything you want your running back to do. Reason he's coming in at number 3 versus like a number 2 or number 1, we just have so many running backs in today's game that pretty much can do what Amon Green can do. That's not a knock on this card. He is a very good card, and if you want to go pick him up, I would do it. I just don't love locking in running backs as B&D because EA loves to drop running backs. We get 1 running back per promo, maybe multiple, so be careful when it comes to locking in B&D halfback. Number 2, we got the other brand new card we saw today, Randy Gradishar, a player I had never heard of until yesterday when we saw him revealed. Honestly, a really good middle linebacker. Now, before we get to the good, the only complaint, 78 zone coverage. So if you're going to use this card, you're probably going to have to actually use her on him, but that shouldn't be an issue because 90 speed, 92 excel, 92 tackle, 87 block shed, 88 hit power, 6'3", 233 pounds. He's got 77 catching, 87 jumping. This card looks like a top tier middle linebacker and definitely somebody I'm excited to pick up on my team. And at number 1, it's got to be Ty Law. DBs are the most important position on your field. It's already hard enough to get a stop in this game. Having top tier DBs on your field, you got to have at least 3 of them, and Ty Law is just that. On top of that, corner is a depth position, meaning you need multiple DBs on your team, so locking one in as a B&D, I don't hate it, I actually recommend it. And this card is just really good. I mean, 92 speed, 90 man, 87 zone, 86 press, 5'11", 200 pounds. He can get the job done. Now, I will say 5'11" is a little bit on the shorter side, so there is potential to get dunked on, but like the stats on this card, it makes up for it. Moving on to some of the limited times really quick, I'm just going to say this, I don't like any of the Legend LTDs. Larry Wilson is a card we saw drop today. Now, if you run no man coverage, by all means, go out there, get this card. He is good. 92 speed, 93 zone, 88 hit power, 81 man. It's not awful. It's definitely going to get cooked by a majority of the top tier to average wide receivers in this game, but you can still go pick him up. I am curious to see what exactly he's going to be selling for today. Way too many coins. The Legend LTD market in general has been terrible, and that is 100% EA's fault. They just don't give us good Legend packs. Hines Ward, 91 speed. I feel like that's all I gotta say. We're seeing how many wide receivers drop with 92 speed. This card came out last week and they decided, hey, let's go back in time and give them 91 speed. I have no idea what EA was thinking there. Ray Lewis is a card in this game, and it's a card in this game I do not like. 88 speed, 92 hit power, 75 zones, 6'1", 250 pounds. If you want to use a Legend middle linebacker, go use Randy. He is so much better. Last one we're going to talk about today is Leroy Butler. 1.4 million coins for a card who's worse than Larry Wilson, cannot play man coverage at all. 90 zone, 90 speed, 89 hit power is good, but that 81 man coverage, same thing for Larry Wilson, makes no sense, and I lied. Drew Bledsoe is down here. And it's another card that if you want to use him, honestly, probably the best Legend LTD we've seen, but 74 speed is an absolute turtle in the pocket. Now, if you want to use set feet lead, he does get it for ×3. X Factor, 4 AP though, gonna cost you guys, 4 AP is all of your AP, so do I recommend it? No, but it is there if you want to use it. And fellas, that is everything we got this afternoon with the best free Legends. As always, who am I glazing? Who am I sleeping on? I love to hear from you guys in the comment section, so let me know. But until tonight, I love you guys. Peace and go Vols.